How is everyone this evening? A little bit good or a whole lot good? A whole lot good. We like it if you're a whole lot good. We like it if you are a whole lot good. We are the Sankofa Dance Theater. Our name Sankofa means reaching back to move forward. We chose that name because that is what we do. We look into our past, our culture, our traditions, and our history in hopes of bringing to the forefront information that will build us, make us stronger for today. More importantly, information that will lead us into a bigger, brighter, more sensitive tomorrow. You see, when we learn about ourselves, when we look into ourselves, when we find out how wonderful we are, no matter who we are, no matter where we are, then we know that we have no reason to look down on the person next to us. We have no reason to fear the person next to us. We only have reason to feel good about all around us. So we bring you Sankofa. It is an African word, but it is a word that is good for all people, no matter who, no matter what, no matter where. Well, we have greeted you with the sound of the drum. Do you feel welcome? We didn't even stop there with our greeting. We went on to greet you with a little dancing, a little song, a social dance from Guinea, West Africa called Sinte. Now, it was originally done as a form of rites of passage, as part of a rites of passage training and celebration. But Sinte has become so popular as the years have passed and passed and passed that wherever there is a gathering, there is some Sinte. People come together and gather for weddings, come together and gather for social events. And there is Sinte, danced and drum. So we brought that to you as part of our greeting. But we are not going to stop there. No. Can we bring the household lights up a little bit? Just a little bit? Or a lot. We'll take what we can get, a lot or a little, that's fine. Now, I guess you're wondering why we did this. Because after all, we are on the stage. Is that not true? But you see, this is the thing that they didn't tell you. When Sankofa entered the town of Romney, we magically became our very own African village. We are now in the Romney, West Virginia African village. Go figure. That one makes me chuckle. That one made me chuckle 2 times. So, in our very own African village, we all have to sing songs of welcome. We all have to move a little bit. So, as I said, we're not finished with our welcoming. We're not finished with our welcoming. You sure I can't give you this mic? No? All right. Our next song is called Funga. Now we're taking you on a journey this evening. If you don't mind, will you hang with us? Will you travel with us? Because our village is going to move from place to place. I told you that we did a little dancing from Guinea just a minute ago. We had a little rhythm from Senegal just a minute ago. But now we're going to travel even more. We are now going to Liberia, West Africa. Oh, we haven't even stopped traveling then because we're going to Liberia, but we're going to put a little Nigerian flavor on it. All over West Africa. We are just traveling and journeying, travel and journey. Now, this song is a song of welcome. A way to say hello. Now, it's sung in call and response style. So we're definitely going to need your help. That just means I call, you respond. I sing, you sing. We can do this, yes? Ashe, ashe. So we take those two parts and we put them together and they sound like this. Funga alafia, ashe, ashe. You try it. Let's do that again. Funga alafia, ashe, ashe. Your turn. Very nice. Now that's the first verse. The second verse goes like this. Kaiwo ile kaiwo. Kaiwo ile kaiwo. Kaiwo ile kaiwo. Kaiwo ile kaiwo. Ashe, ashe. Ashe, ashe. Ashe, ashe. Now we take those two parts, put them together. They sound like this. Kaiwo, ile kaiwo, ashe, ashe. Your turn. Kaiwo, ile kaiwo, ashe. Oh, so nice. Do it again. Kaiwo, ile kaiwo, ashe, ashe. Your turn. Kaiwo, ile kaiwo, ashe, ashe. Oh, so nice. I guess you want to know what you're saying, huh? Well, very loosely translated, we are welcoming you. The first verse is all about welcoming you from your spirit, from the heart. We're welcoming you from our heart. We're welcoming you. The second part is about our home. We are welcoming you to our home because, as I said, we magically transform the place into our very own African village. So we are welcoming you to our home. The word kaiwo, kaiwo means home. The word alafia means hello. So if you wanted to greet, alafia. If you want to greet people, you don't have to say hi anymore. You don't have to say howdy. You don't have to say, hey, what's up? No. All you have to do is say, alafia. Alafia. All right, so now we've got the words to our song. All we need is a little spice, don't you think? Right into dance. That's right. want to greet friends and family, you know what to do. A little song, a little dance. We've given it to you so many ways. Are you ready? All right. Well, usually we do this towards the end of a performance, but we decided to flip the script this time. We decided to get you up moving and shaking in the beginning of our evening. Because, you know, African dance is for everybody. You dance at your own pace. Dance is for everybody. I don't know what I would do if I could not dance. I think that I would be crazy as a loony bird if I could not dance. Dance is life-giving. Yeah. And you know, yeah. And dance is for everybody. No matter who, no matter what, no matter where. So, we're going to set this up a little bit. In our village, we have a hero. We have a hero in our village. Our hero is called Akita. La 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 Akita. 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 Akita is our hero because he is so strong, so strong, so strong. Akita is so strong, just like that. Like that. Are you Akita? Oh, you are strong. You look very strong. Is your name Akita? Is your name Akita? No. But you are strong like Akita. Ah, aha. Give this man a hand. Aha. Akita is our hero because he is so strong, so strong, so strong. He is so strong that whenever trouble, whenever danger comes to our village, he brings out the village warriors and he leads them in defense of our village, always returning victorious. Well, we sing songs and give dances to Akita. This evening, we have brought you dance. And of course, we've done the singing already, so all we need to do is just dance. We'd like everybody to just stand up where you are. Just stand up where you are. Just stand up where you are. We won't hurt you, we promise. We won't hurt you, we promise. We'll be gentle, we promise. So all you have to do is hear the sound of my voice, and I will tell you exactly what to do. Right here? Right here? Right here is good. Yeah, right here. All you have to Touch my soul. Touch my soul. You know, out here, I'm the next generation. I am the dancing granny. So what we have here in front of us are 2 generations, but 3 different levels. So we have the mama, and then we have the grown folks that used to be the children, but are now the grown folks. And then we have their students, who used to be the students, but are now the grown folks too. Time seems to march on like that, doesn't it? It does. And I am forever grateful. Forever, ever, ever grateful. Well, this half has been all about greetings and welcome. But it's also about thanks and praises. I'm humbly touched every time I look around and I see the gift of life, of the spirit of Africa. I'm humbly touched and grateful because we have come to a place where people are very, very comfortable with the traditions of bluegrass music. Isn't that true? And we know that if we had been kind of doing another kind of performance, I think the hall would be filled. So, and now that's fine, because people like to do what is comforting to them. You know, what's familiar is comforting, like comfort food, you know, like that fluffy, soft house coat. You know, it keeps you warm, it enfolds you, engulfs you, you know, like a big old soft cushy chair. We like to do the things that are comfortable to us, you know, that are familiar. It takes a courageous mind, a courageous spirit, someone on the cutting edge to stand out and do something different, something new, something unfamiliar. And oftentimes when you get there, you find the same kind of comfort. You find the same familiarity. You find the same smiles. You find greetings and praises. You find that there is so much sameness in things that appear to be so very different. Isn't that true? So, you now are the bearers of the word. And when Sankofa Dance Theater comes back to West Virginia, we would like to see this hall filled with people that understand that there is comfort in sameness in things that look very, very different. You know? Don't you think? Well, this next dance is a dance, and we're going to close the first half with this first set. We don't want to keep you out too late. We don't want to keep you here too long. But this dance is a dance that's very important. You know, tomorrow morning is Sunday morning. How can we do this set without some praise and celebration? Don't you think? Praise and celebration takes place all over the world. Praise and celebration takes place in different forms, in different ways, but it's all the same. It's all about giving thanks, giving praises, and celebrating the opportunity to do that. So we bring you this dance called Lamba. This dance is much like a prayer. And the song that we are singing is a song that says, thank you, God. That's all it's saying. Thank you, God. We are grateful. Thank you, God. All right? So let's dance Lamba. Praise and celebration. Well, this half of the show is all about the harvest. Now, we love that theme. We love that theme because you see, if you're doing good work, then the fruit of your labor is always good. And that good work can be anything that you do. You should always harvest something. Negative, you put out negative, negative comes back. If you put out positive, positive comes back. You see, our name Sankofa, that whole thing about reaching back to move forward, it requires us to do healing work. What you see here, hopefully it's interesting. What you see here should be enlightening as well. We are medicine. We open ways, open pathways, unlock mysteries. That is what we do. We've become a nation that is so very divided. I don't know how that happened. We've become a nation that is rocked by fear and governed by unkind thoughts and deeds. But we've also become a nation that rises out of the depths of darkness and out of trouble and problems. We pull ourselves together. We pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. So what we do, Sankofa, yes, we look very different than you. But as I said, there is so much sameness in our differences. So much sameness. Our music is medicine. Our movement is medicine, opening the ways. Now, you know, in Africa, art is very much utilitarian. In Africa, everything has meaning. Every movement has a meaning. Every song has a meaning. Everything of beauty is used for a purpose. Not to just hang on a museum wall, not to stand back and look at it, ponder, but to really utilize as an implement of change, if you will, as an implement of worth, if you will. And that's the same with these movements and these melodies. That's why we have to take the time to talk about them. Because we don't just get up and start shaking for no reason at all and banging on things for no reason at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. No, not at all. Not at all. Every movement has a meaning. Every song has a reason, connecting one thing to another. It's just like you saw in the first half. There are songs of welcome. There are songs that indicate wedding. There are songs that indicate birth, death, changing of seasons, to include planting, to include the rains coming, to include the growing season and the harvest as well. And each one of these songs has a rhythm that is attached to it. Each one of these songs has movements that are attached to it. So, this evening, we are all about the harvest. Harvesting good things, harvesting new things, harvesting pleasantries, positiveness, all kinds of greatness. Because if you put in good work, nothing but good comes out of it. So this dance is called a Kong. Done in the Gambia by the Jola people. The Jola people are big, strong harvesting people, big, strong farming people. They are responsible for the rice crop in the entire Senegambia region, and rice is so important in that region because it is the mainstay in every meal. In the evening, the entire family gathers, no matter how large the family, around one great, big, large dish. And that dish is eaten together. Bread is broken together. lots of love, lots of conversation, but rice is the mainstay. The national dish, chebujin. The second favorite, yassa, both rice. Chebujin is rice with usually fish, sometimes chicken, sometimes beef. Yassa is rice with a kind of a mustardy onion sauce. Both very, very delicious. Very, very delicious. Well, this dance is all about the harvest of the rice. We are going to show you the way the women work. After the planting season is over, after the growing season is over, after the men have entered the field, chopped down the tall stalks of rice that have reached maturity, well, the women have to collect that rice. The women have to process that rice. Because you see, when you take it off of the stalk, it's not ready in a box like Uncle Ben's, you know. It has a shell, it has a hull on the outside. And in order to get rid of that hull, the women must spin and spin and spin the bowl that the rice is correct, the bowl or the basket that the rice has been collected in. That spinning helps to break the shell away from the delicious grain of rice. The rice is heavy, it sinks to the bottom of the bowl. The shell is light, it rises to the top and blows away in the wind. Well, this is the way the women work in the Gambia. everybody doing? Everybody's all right? All right. We're feeling kind of nice too. Yeah. We're enjoying you. You're a wonderful audience. I think I'm going to take a minute to introduce everybody now. You know, you've been seeing us up here. You see our faces, but there are no names attached to these faces. So I think I'm going to take a minute to do that right now. How's that? Uh-huh. Shall we start with dance or drum? What do you think? Drums? Drums? Dance? Always start with dance first. Ladies first, all right. So we're going to go all the way. Now, you know, I talked about this being a multi-generational kind of show here this evening, and how my heart is so very touched. Well, what you see over here, you see teacher and student, and mother. So you see 3 levels among the dance right here. We have Mama Janae Scott, Mama Sister Janae Scott, who started with us when she was in middle school. And Mama Jamila was her dance teacher in middle school. And also language arts teacher in middle school. So then we have Mama Jamila right there, Mama Jamila, John Willie. Yes. Wife, mother of 3. Yes. Talented artist. Oh. And then we come over to dancer here. Maybe I'll do myself last, huh? I'll do myself last. So then we'll move over. We'll move over. Baba Jabari. Baba Jabari Jefferson started with Sankofa when he was knee-high to a cricket. Yeah. All grown up now. Talented artist. Musician, actor, husband, mother, and father. Baba Jabari Jefferson. Right here in the middle, holding down the heartbeat to the rhythm, the Doon Doon Orchestra. That's like the heartbeat, the thing that keeps the rhythm steady and even. Baba brother Charles Watson. Started with Sankofa Dance Theater when he was in middle school. He and Janae were schoolmates, and Baba Jamoke was his music instructor. All grown up now. All grown up now. All right. Our musical director. Our musical director. Baba Jumoke Ajanku, the maestro, master of the music. He leads our musical direction. Talented artist. Oh, his Gemini spirit, anything that he tries, he conquers. So he is a multifaceted, multi-dimensional artist. And these days, he is my partner in artistic crime. me, huh? Founding director to the Sankofa Dance Theater. We have been around since 1989. That's a whole lot of years, right? Leading the way, lighting the light, opening the doors of understanding. That is what we do with our music and our movement, Sankofa Dance Theater. My name is Kibibi Ajanku, and I am the dancing granny. Two of my 4 children are here on the stage. They are not children. They are grown folks. I stay the same, they keep going. Baba Jamoke, Mama Jamila. So, we are multi-leveled here. We are multi-generational, Dance is for everyone. This music and this movement is medicine. It is. It is. So, I guess we should keep on going. The show's not over. We should keep on going. All right. All right. So, are you with me? You having a good time? Everybody's good? All right. We paused a little bit, but we're not done yet. All right. Who's heard of Anansi? Anansi. Anansi the spider? You don't know this one? You don't know this one? Oh, that Anansi. Trickster of tricksters. Not Aunt Nancy. No, not Aunt Nancy. No. Anansi, thank you, dear. Anansi the spider, always up to something. Residing in Ghana land, in West Africa. Anansi, always up to something, always trying to get a little more by giving a little less. Sometimes trying to get a whole lot of everything and giving absolutely nothing. Oh, that Anansi. Well, it was harvest in the land, in Ghana land, in Anansi's village, it was harvest. And that meant that it was a time of plenty. Everybody had so much of everything. Everybody, that is, except that Anansi. Because you see, while everyone else was working, planting, doing and tending the fields, straightening and cleaning, keeping order in their homes and their lives, that Anansi was playing. That Anansi. Oh, that Anansi. While everyone was playing, everyone was working, he was playing. Anansi. Always up to no good. Now, Anansi didn't worry, because each and every year at harvest time, he would merely go and visit his neighbors, his other village members, his family. It didn't matter who, because it was the habit of the village to make sure that sharing was done during time of plenty. So, Anansi would just get dressed up each and every harvest time, and he would go and knock on the door of a friend, a family, or someone close by. Fill up his cupboards, fill up his home, and be set to play until next year came around. Well, what Anansi didn't know is that this very year, what he didn't know is that this year, the entire village had gathered. The entire village had a meeting about Anansi. That Anansi, we work, he plays. That Anansi, we will not share with him. That Anansi, when he comes to your house, do not share. Anansi was the only one that was not invited, and the entire village agreed. So Anansi knocked on the door, and sooner or later, someone came. Did you work? What have you brought? Anansi, go from here. I will not share with you this year. Go away, 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 go away, away. And the door was slammed in his face. Huh. Well, you know, Anansi wasn't worried. He wasn't worried at all because, you see, all he needed to do was to go to his cousin's house who lived on the other side. And when he got there, he knocked on the door. Anansi, why have you come? Don't smile at me. Do not smile. Why have you come to my house? Not here. Did you bring anything? No, your pockets are bare as usual. Go away. Go, 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 go. And the door was slammed in his face. Boom. Well, Anansi still was not worried because his mother and father lived on the other side of the village. So he went to visit his mother and father because they would never turn him away. So off he went and he knocked on his parents' door. Now, frankly, he found it strange that the door wasn't open, but he had to knock. He knocked, and all he could hear from inside was sobbing. Anansi began to get worried. His father came and opened the door, just a crack. Anansi, why are you here? You shame us. Do you hear your mother crying? She is ashamed. She is ashamed because you do not work. No, we cannot help you. We want to, but we cannot. You will never learn. No, don't dance. Don't dance. Go away, Anansi. Go. 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 And his father closed the door. Well, Anansi found this to be a little strange, but he had a trick up his sleeve. He decided that he was going to go to another place that did not know of his lazy ways. He gathered and called his two sons, Kofi, Kweku. He called them to him and he told them what he was going to do. He said, my sons, we are going to go away. We are going to go to a place where no one knows of us. We are going to go to a place where the food is so wonderful. We are going to go from here and enjoy our harvest anyway. So off they went. They left Ghana land. They went far. They traveled and they journeyed and 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 they traveled and they journeyed until they came straight through the land of Senegal into the Gambia. That's where they found the Jola people. The Jola people who dance the Akonkon, the Jola people who harvest the rice. Oh, and they had gotten there just in time. The harvest was over, and it was time for the celebration. He could smell the cooking of the chebujin. He could smell the cooking of the yassa. He could hear the drums. He could hear the song. He could tell that the dancers were preparing. This was going to be a great harvest. Oh! So this is what Anansi did. He set up camp right in the center of all of the Jola villages, and he called his two sons, Kofi, Kweku, come to me. This is what I want you to do. This is what I want you to do, sons. What I want you to do, I'm going to give you a rope. I'm going to tie this rope around my waist. Kweku, you take the end of this rope. It is a very long rope, my son, and you go in that direction. And you go to every village in that direction. You go to that village and that village and that village and that village and that one there. When you find the best of everything, when you find the best food, the best dance, the best of everything, that is where you stay. When the feasting begins, pull the rope and I will come. Kofi, I would like you to do the same thing, my son. This is a next long rope. You take the end, you take it, and you take it far. You go to every village in that direction, my son. Every village. Don't miss a village. When you find the best food, the best of everything, the best rhythm, that is where you stay. When the feasting begins, pull the rope, and I will come. Well, Anansi was pleased with himself. He laid down to take a good spider nap, and he waited because he was going to have the best harvest ever. Well, long about sundown, as the moon began to rise and the sun began to set, he felt a pull from the first rope. It was Kwaku. Kwaku was calling him. Up, up, up. And he had to rise. He had to get up. He had to get ready. So he fixed his agbada. He fixed his dashiki. He put his kufi on just right. And just as he was going to step foot in the direction of Kwaku, he felt a tug from the other rope. Kofi was calling too. Oh, no, wait. This was a dilemma. He had two sons calling. This wasn't part of the plan. How was he going to go to Kwaku and Kofi at the same time? They were both pulling. He was getting confused. Well, I'm going to say that just about the time that he was really confused and he didn't know what to do, those ropes began to get tighter and 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 tighter, until the ropes were so tight that Anansi was stuck there in the middle. He couldn't go up, he couldn't go down, he couldn't go back, he couldn't go forward, he couldn't go anywhere. There he was, stuck in the middle, with celebration taking on all around him, going on and on and on. He could hear the music, he could smell the food, but he couldn't go anywhere. Well, along about morning, as the moon began to dissipate and the sun began to rise, his two sons returned. Kwaku, Kofi, they came back. Baba, what happened? Baba, we did as you said. We did everything you said. Oh, you have missed the best celebration ever. And truly, Anansi had missed everything. Well, the moral to my story is if you give nothing, you get nothing. And that's what that very greedy Anansi got that year. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. When you give nothing, you get nothing. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Now, harvest as a theme. Harvest as a theme. You see, when we give mightily, we receive mightily. We receive in ways that are shareable. We receive in ways that not only rain down prosperity upon us, our families, but we receive in ways that allow us to share beyond ourselves. Kind of like pay it forward. Kind of like pay it forward. So make sure you help someone. Make sure you smile at someone. Make sure you do something kind to someone. The harvest. This last dance is a different kind of harvest dance, because now I promised you we would travel. Earlier on, we were in the Gambia. Now we're going to Guinea, West Africa once again. We are going to dance a dance called Kuku. Kuku is a harvest dance, but it's done in a fishing village. And in the fishing village, the men go out by the light of the night, because the best fishing is done at night, in the evening. In the morning, the women are waiting for them on the shoreline. Well, this dance is called Kuku, and it is a harvest dance in a fishing village. Kuku. Dance Theater.